From MTN News, this is America Votes, Montana's Western Congressional Candidate Forum.
Hello and welcome to this Montana Television Network Candidate Forum featuring candidates running for U.S. House in Montana's Western Congressional District. I'm MTN Senior Political Reporter Jonathan Ambarian. Joining me in our studio in Helena are two candidates. Republican nominee Ryan Zinke is the incumbent congressman for Western Montana. He's a fifth-generation Montanan, was born in Bozeman and grew up in Whitefish, and still lives on the family property where he was raised. Zinke is now in his third term representing Montana in Congress. He also served as Secretary of the Interior under President Trump, as a state senator, and served 23 years in the U.S. Navy SEALs. Ryan Zinke and his wife have 3 adult children and 3 granddaughters. Democratic nominee Monica Trinnell was raised on a ranch in eastern Montana with her 9 siblings, and went on to become a world champion rower and 2-time Olympian. She has spent her 25-year legal career working for Montana's ranchers and families, and gone toe-to-toe with some of the most powerful corporations and won, keeping $10 million in Montanans' pockets. Monica is raising her daughters, who attend public schools and play sports here in Montana. Thank you for joining us, both of you. This forum will be 30 minutes in length. I will ask a question to one of the candidates. They will have 1 minute to respond. The other candidate will then get 30 seconds for a rebuttal and will return to the first candidate for a final 30-second response. The candidates drew earlier to see which one would have the first question and the first closing statement. And the first question will go to Monica Trinnell. Ms. Trinnell, obviously we have been here before. You and Congressman Zinke ran against each other in this district for this position 2 years ago. Why do you believe voters who backed him last time should switch this time around?
Thank you, Jonathan, and thank you for hosting this, and thank you also to my opponents in this race, Libertarian Dennis Hayes and Ryan Zinke. So this district is 16 counties and 2 tribal nations, and in 22 I got 115,000 votes, and I am coming back now to do the work that we want our representatives to do in Congress. I've spent 50,000 miles traveling this district and putting miles on my minivan and talking to you, the voters and the people of Montana, and you have told me the issue we're facing is housing. Housing and housing and housing. And I know that we need this problem solved. Ryan Zinke in Congress has not only done nothing to solve this problem, he is profiting off of our pain. He is operating 2 Airbnbs in Whitefish, charging us $26,000 a month. Anyone can go online and rent those Airbnbs now, today. This is exploiting an issue that we need to have fixed for personal enrichment, and we need a change. We need different.
Thank you, Ms. Trinnell. Congressman Zinke, your response?
Well, you know, Monica has spent the last 4 years viciously and falsely attacking me, my family, my businesses. She's lied about being Montana. She's lied about me being selling public land. And her latest act is violation of my home. She entered our property and filmed and jumped on our bed, by the way. Who does that? Now she films in our backyard on our street. And you know what? My family no longer feels safe. That's my wife, my daughter. We don't feel safe in our home because Monica Trinnell finds it necessary to violate our property. I don't think that's Montana.
Thank you, Congressman. Ms. Trinnell.
Actually, Ryan, both of your Airbnbs are available online, and anybody in Montana, anybody in the country, anybody in the world could go rent them today. They're for anybody to go into and rent, and you are charging, if they can pay, the $16,000 a month for one of the Airbnbs and $10,000 a month for one of the other ones. So these are the properties that you have publicly listed for rent, squeezing Montana families out. Sheriff's deputies are living in campers, and you are holding Airbnbs, depriving us from being able to use our housing as homes for Montanans.
Congressman Zinke, the next question is to you. Inflation and the cost of living remain major concerns for many Montanans. Can Congress play a role in addressing these cost concerns, and if so, how?
Well, you might recall the Inflation Reduction Act, which Monica called awesome. So what did that do? Massive government spending. Inflation went up. Cost of groceries went up. Housing went up 42%. That's not awesome. Gas was double. So what we have to do is bring the government spending down. And look, interest rates, when interest rates rise, as they did, housing from 3, when interest rates rise from 3 to 6, that could double your mortgage payment. There's ways to bring housing down, but it's not Monica's solution of government. You look at Monica's website, it's $10,000 trailers and $50,000 homes. That's not affordable housing, that's shelters.
All right, Mr. Nell, your response?
The high cost in the housing is the issue driving the feeling that we're being squeezed out right now. And contrast that to Ryan Zinke's Airbnbs, where he's charging $26,000 a month for these Airbnbs. And in the meantime, our families are being priced out. Our families in the trailer parks across this district were able to buy their trailers for $10,000 a month. Now they're $130,000. You've done nothing to address this, Ryan, and we need somebody in Congress who's going to work for our Montana families, and I will do that.
Well, let me talk about the HELPER Act, Monica. What the HELPER Act did, which I sponsored, is provides for law enforcement, for teachers, for first responders, the ability to buy a home without having to put a down payment down. It also eliminates the cost of mortgage insurance. If you want to get housing down, look at permits. Housing has gone up 42%. Permits are about 40% of the cost. Average price of a home now is $650,000 in Montana. You're paying about $250,000 in permits. So what have I done? Made sure we have infrastructure in Sealy Lake and other places so we can actually build affordable housing.
Thank you, Congressman. Please, if we can both try and keep to the time limits, we're trying to get to as many questions as we can. Mr. Nell, you've alluded to the housing cost issue several times, and the National Association of Realtors did recently release data showing Montana the most unaffordable state when it comes to housing. You've put a lot of emphasis on a plan for addressing housing availability, but how big a difference can Congress really make on that issue?
Based on the conversations that I've had with you, the people of Montana traveling through this district, we have come up with a plan together based on the issues that we're all facing. I've talked to the private and the public sectors. I've talked to mayors, city council people, our county commissioners across this district. Together, we've developed this plan, and the federal government absolutely has to be a partner with you, the elected officials across Montana, and people who are living here. I've talked to people who don't have homes. We met with the June Grass, the Bridge Review in Bozeman. These are developments that are being created right now. The federal government can help with these problems in multiple ways. The feds regulate trailer parks, so we can remove the permanent chassis requirement, which helps with the financing of trailer parks. Community development block grants, getting money into the hands of the people who can deploy the housing units on the ground right now. The other thing is separating the land from the value of the structure. So in places like Ravalli County, you can actually build a place where families can afford to live. The feds have a role to play, and I will be a partner with the people I've built relationships over this last year. Thank you.
Well, I think the feds do have a role in it. I've talked to county commissioners. Let me give you an example. Sealy Lake, they lost permit, the Pyramid Mountain facility, but they also don't have the sewer system in order to build affordable housing. So the federal government does have a role. We looked at funding the sewer system in Sealy Lake, funding Browning. There's a lot of communities there that are still on septic tanks, and our basic infrastructure doesn't allow affordable housing to be made. So I do think, I agree with Monica, the federal government does have a nexus in providing that.
And importantly for you, the people of Montana, to understand in assessing who to vote for this year, you need to know that the dollars that Ryan Zinke is saying that he is giving you to fund this infrastructure comes from the Inflation Reduction Act that he opposed. So it is not right to oppose these federal programs and then go around the communities and saying, well, here's some dollars, here's some dollars, here's some dollars, but then oppose what is actually making those things work. I will work with you. I will support and champion these programs and get dollars into the communities and the hands of people who need to deploy these resources on the ground.
Congressman Zinke, the next question deals with immigration. You've been highly critical of the Biden administration's handling of the southern border. In the recent months, Customs and Border Protection has reported lower numbers of encounters at the border compared to what we were seeing last year. Do you think that the administration's changes to asylum are improving the situation?
No, they're certainly not. And Monica has touted this bipartisan border bill. Let me talk about what it is. It would allow 1.8 million illegal immigrants to come to this country. It would codify catch and relief. It would give free legal, free medical, and it would give work permits for every illegal alien. That's not a border bill, that's an amnesty bill. So if you want to look at tightening up the border and solving the problem, that's the secure border bill that the House passed, both committee and the House, which did what? Made sure we process in third country, we build the wall which is necessary, we make sure catch and release is no longer available, and we make sure sanctuary cities no longer provide safe haven for criminals, for people that are being dumped out of insane asylums in South America. We have a border problem. It is absolutely fixable, but it's not fixable by allowing 1.8 million people to come in this country before you turn this spigot off.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nell.
The thing that I have heard over and over and over again is that the people of Montana really want a functional legislative branch. They want us to get things done. This border bill that stopped fentanyl from our communities, added agents, added detection ability, would have gotten fentanyl out of our communities right now. I met with law enforcement, I've done ride-alongs, and they are finding fentanyl in the cars that are coming through places like Anaconda. We need to stop it. Ryan Zinke is playing games, and we need to do better. We can't play games with Montana lives. We have to vote for legislation that was there,
Thank you, Mr.
and
Nell.
Zinke could have voted on and didn't.
Congressman, your final 30 seconds.
Well, it amazes me that on record, Monica is saying that we don't have a problem with fentanyl from Mexico. I can tell you exactly where the fentanyl is coming from. It is coming from Mexico. We have fentanyl across every city and every town in Montana. We have sex trafficking, drug trafficking, child trafficking. The border needs to be secure. The wall needs to be built. And we can't have sanctuary cities run around where you have safe havens for criminals. We have terrorists in this country. Okay. So the border's serious. It's serious in Montana.
You had the ability to stop it and you didn't.
Okay, Mr. John, thank you. The next question is for you. Significant tax cuts approved while former President Trump was in office are set to expire in 2025. Do you want to see those cuts extended, or do you favor changes in the way they're structured?
The tax reform is going to be on the agenda next year, and so we absolutely need to send someone to Congress who will represent Montana's interests and needs. So what we are seeing across this western district of Montana right now is people really feeling squeezed out. I champion tax cuts for the middle class. And what that looks like is making sure that we're able to get into homes that we can afford and pay for, that we can take a tax deduction on our home that we are buying instead of being stuck in constant rent mode. The Trump tax cuts that went into effect are set to be extended. I do not support extending the tax cuts that went to the very wealthiest corporate entities, where corporations, billion-dollar corporations that are based offshore, are not paying anything in taxes, while we are paying taxes on $1 of our income when we go to work at Dairy Queen, at our local businesses. We're paying taxes, and the corporate entities and the billionaires that fund Ryan Zinke, they need to pay their fair share too.
Okay. Congressman Zinke on tax cuts.
Well, the biggest threat, I think, at tax cuts not extending it is our farms, ranches, and homes in Montana, small businesses. Look, if you have to recapitalize a farm or a ranch and have to pay the full price, there won't be a farm and ranch left in Montana. So those tax cuts have to be renewed. And are we going to be competitive as a country? You know, Monica always says the big corporations are always the bad big guys. Well, they provide a lot of jobs in Montana here too. Okay. But you have to be competitive worldwide, and you have to have a tax structure that is competitive.
Thank you, Congressman. Mr. Nell.
And everyone needs to pay their fair share. Look, the work of government is doing the work of governance, and that's something that Ryan Zinke has just seemed uniquely unwilling or unable to do. We have a farm bill. We need to get that passed. There are so many things that we need to do for the people of Western Montana. He has been a part of the most dysfunctional, chaotic, unproductive Congress in our nation's history. We need to have somebody who is going to roll up their sleeves, talk to the people of Montana, which I've done, and work for tax reform for the middle class. Work to make sure we're in homes that we can pay for, and we're seeing the tax relief that we so badly need as middle class families raising our kids
Thank
here.
you, Mr. Nell. Congressman Zinke, if Montana voters approve CI 128 to add abortion to the state constitution, would you support any regulations at the federal level that would be more restrictive than what Montana would have?
Well, let me be clear on where I sit in abortion. I'm pro-life, I'm Catholic. I do not agree with a federal ban, and I do not agree with zero exceptions. I think 128 has some serious problems. It doesn't say family anywhere. Montana said, parents have a right to be notified. And you say, well, health as determined by a provider, a healthcare provider. Health, what does that mean? Is that physical health? Is this mental health? Is it economic health? No, what it gives is a pathway for abortions to be conducted moments before birth. That's not where Montana is. Restrictions on the front end mean zero is too harsh. Open-ended is barbaric, and Montana is not there. So I think you have to read very, very carefully what it says. But if it opens the door for abortions moments before birth, it's wrong, it's barbaric.
Okay. Ms. Trinnell?
I support codifying the protections and the freedoms that were available under Roe v. Wade. In contrast, since you have been elected to public office in 2008, Ryan, you have always voted for the most extreme restrictions for abortion, for the freedom to choose when and whether you become a family. You voted to make mifepristone illegal to people in the National Guard. So Montanans who are in the National Guard can't get that drug that's legal here in Montana. Right. Let's be totally clear. You have voted for the most extreme restrictions.
Thank you, Ms. Trinnell. Thank you.
Every chance
It's my response, Monica. But I think we both would agree. We should focus on birth control. We should focus on education. We should focus on, I do believe in birth control. Why? To get ahead of the problem. But look, Montana is too harsh to restrict it up front, meaning that we should have exceptions. Absolutely. But they support abortion moments before the birth on health or privacy is simply not Montana.
Okay. All right. Ms. Trinnell, earlier this year, it's been alluded to already, timber industry facilities Seeley Lake and Missoula announced closures threatening hundreds of jobs. What steps can Congress take to address the economic impacts to communities like those?
Well, thank you, Jonathan. I have toured the 5 still operating sawmills in western Montana. I've toured several of them, and I've met with the operators. I went up to Pyramid Lumber when they were closing because of housing problems. Some of the things that the federal government can do to partner with our sawmills means making sure that there is steady supply available to the mill operators, doing things like supporting the Good Neighbor Authority, the NRCS programs that are available through the Farm Bill. We need to make sure we have a Farm Bill written so that we are able to get resources onto the ground, into the hands of the communities that can deploy them. We need to have fuel reduction and mitigation of forest fires. Those things absolutely have to be happening, and partnering those needs with the needs of our mill operators to continue to have supply and guaranteed supply so that they have a predictable plan to operate. I will support Sun Mountain Lumber, making sure that they have the ability to do the work that they are doing right now.
Thank you, Ms. Trinnell.
Thank you, Ms. Trinnell. Because of the closure of Rosenberg.
Congressman Zinke's time.
Well, it's interesting you say you support material coming in, but when you sue it, every timber sale has lawsuits. They're not being able to get it. In Seeley Lake, it wasn't just about raw material coming in. They don't have a sewer system. So Monica says, hey, I didn't get anything done. Well, we got a sewer system in line for Seeley Lake because affordable housing needed a sewer system. But that's not just Seeley Lake. That's across in Evergreen and Missoula County. There's a number of places that we could build affordable housing, but it's about infrastructure first. Thank you.
The forest issues are an acute issue in western Montana, from the Gallatin Forest on the southern end of the district up to the Kootenai and the Flathead Forest on the northern end of the district. And I have met with you, I've talked to you, I've asked you, what do you need? And I will be a partner in Congress working with you directly on the ground. I know the Good Neighbor Authority is a good program. Some of those cost-sharing programs that allow for fuel reduction on the ground, I've toured those projects. They're in Patty Canyon outside Missoula. They work. We need to expand those programs, make sure you have the federal resources available, and I'll be that partner with you in Congress.
Thank you. Congressman Zinke, there's been a lot of discussion in Montana and nationally about the state of public education. Teacher pay in Montana is reportedly last in the country. What do you think can be done at the federal level to improve the quality of education Montana kids are receiving?
Well, that's a great question. As Senator, I sat on the committee on it. I do think we need to look at funding and making sure teachers are appropriately compensated. What have I done? On Good Neighbor Authority on the last subject, I sponsored and were successful in improving and expanding the Good Neighbor Authority for timber. On teachers, the Helper Act. If you look for affordable house, first-time buyers, you don't have to come up with down payments. You can not have your mortgage insurance. That's a big help to a lot of our teachers. You know, our teachers are incredibly valuable. My grandmother was a one-room school teacher on eastern Montana. You know, the formative in my life, the teachers have always been a big part of it. They certainly are for our children. But I do think we should support our teachers. A lot of issues, affordable housing, pay. Some of them are state issues, but in the case of the Helper Act, we are able to help teachers, first responders, and law enforcement at least get in that new home.
Mr. Dell?
When I was growing up, I had as many siblings as I did classmates. I understand rural schools in Montana. I have nieces in school in Gardner, and I have nephews in school in Sentinel, and I have a sister who's a teacher in Bozeman. I understand, and I have talked to you about the issues in education. Two things that I will do as your federal representative in Congress on day one: make sure that through the Farm Bill, we're feeding our kids. That will take a lot of pressure off of the revenues that you're chasing. Also, fully fund Title I and allow you to relieve some of the pressures that you're bearing right now in education.
Congressman Zinke, do you have any further response on education?
Well, the schools, let's talk about boys playing girls sports and diminishing the opportunity for a young woman to compete at the highest levels. Monica supports boys playing girls sports. I don't think that's good for a school. It's not good for Montana. Monica also on education supports sex change operations, hormone therapy, and puberty blockers for children. That's not right either, Monica. So you're on record of supporting that. I don't think it's Montana. I think it's absolutely nuts.
All right. Thank you, Congressman.
It's a totally different subject.
And we'll ask you another
I'd like to
question
have
here
an
if you'd like to talk about it here in a minute. Your campaign is active on the app TikTok. Do you support the federal and Montana laws that would currently held up in court but would ban that app if the Chinese company that owns it doesn't sell it?
Look, I think there's a lot that we need to do to protect privacy and freedom for our kids. Also, access to the media, making sure that our voices are heard, and that content is accurate. So a couple of things that I will support are the fairness doctrine, so making sure that we're going back to the time when everybody was able to fact check and have some ability to understand that the information that they're getting is true. Another thing that I will support is the Affordability Connectivity Program, which Ryan Zinke let lapse, meaning that we are able to get broadband into our most rural communities so that we're able to get information, get news, and make sure that our communities are able to get information where they are. So those are the things that I will support. And I also think that we need to make sure that corporate entities are held accountable so that when they are doing things that we know that they can control, such as age regulations, they know how old kids are when they're signing up for these apps, that they're held accountable for those kinds of activities.
All right. Congressman Zinke?
Regarding TikTok, I absolutely 100% support a ban of TikTok run by a Chinese company and Chinese Communist Party. Look, I sit on the China Commission. I know what China does, and let me tell you, we don't have the time to go through the evil, but TikTok is a manipulative platform run by the Chinese government that controls documents, databases, and manipulates message. It's dangerous to have a foreign entity influence America on that platform.
Right. Thank you, Congressman. And
let's look at
30
who's
seconds.
funding Ryan Zinke's campaign, the Chinese egg conglomerates who are buying up our farmland. So Ryan Zinke is directly funded by a foreign adversary. So how are we going to hold somebody accountable when they're actually funding his campaign? I think what we need to do right now is to make sure we are a functional Article I branch of government, that we send people to Congress who are willing to sit down, work together, govern, pass legislation, pass a budget, vote for a speaker, get things done
Right.
so that we can stand up to China.
Thank you, Ms. Trinnell. Thank you both. This half hour has flown by, and we are now moving on to closing statements. The first closing statement will be Monica Trinnell.
Thank you so much for hosting this debate. I really appreciate it. Leadership starts with listening. I have listened to you, the people of Western Montana. I've put 50,000 miles on my minivan coming across this district and sitting down and talking with you. And what you have told me that we need right now in our communities that I live in every day, we need housing, housing, and housing. It is the most acute issue. Driving out of Bozeman, you see people living in campers, lining the streets. Our sheriff's deputies in Flathead County are living in campers. I have developed a plan that I formed with your input, talking with you, private and public partnerships, leadership from the local, state, and the county levels. We all need to be at the table talking with each other. This is my home. I live here. I'm raising my kids here. I am deeply, deeply invested in Montana, and I am asking you to vote the way we voted when I was growing up. We voted for the person, not the party. I have built relationships with you. I'm asking you to entrust me with your vote on November 5th.
Thank you. And Congressman Zinke, 1 minute for
Well,
your
I would
closing
say
statement.
if Monica will lie about me, as she has, she'll lie to you. Montana does face problems. Affordable housing, a lot of us bring the interest rates down. Remember, an interest rate going from 3 to 6% almost doubles your mortgage. We can do better on permits. There's also the border. We see fentanyl, sex trafficking, child trafficking in every city across Montana. That's because Harris, Biden, and believe me, she supports the same thing, is that we don't have a border, we need a border. And lastly, economy. People need to make a living in Montana. And it's hard to make a living when grocery costs too much, fuel costs too much, housing costs too much, and you look at the opportunity for the great outdoors. I mean, the government right now, BLM, which she supports, is looking at placing 900 square miles in solar cells. What is that? On public land. That's solar cells that you're not going to hunt, fish, recreate on.
Congressman Zinke, your time is up.
I'm an optimist.
Thank you.
I humbly ask for your
Congressman.
vote.
Thank you, Congressman. Your time is up. Thank you, Congressman Zinke. Thank you, Ms. Trinnell, for participating in this debate. Thank you for watching. As Ms. Trinnell mentioned earlier, there's also a Libertarian candidate on the ballot in the Western Congressional District, Dennis Hayes. You can find a full profile on him on your local MTN station website. And as a reminder, mail ballots will soon be arriving for voters across the state, and Election Day is November 5th. Thank you.